Hi gardeners, welcome to the April tour of the garden. We've got a lot to show you. Just as an emphasis, our experiment over the winter was the right side garlic were not weeded. The left side were weeded a whopping 2 times. Now we've got most of the weeds out and some of these have grown since last week. You can see the difference in the height between the lower right side and the larger stalk, more verdant greens on the left side. These garlic will be larger than these. Doesn't mean it's a total loss, but it was a noble experiment. Here we've got our bed of kohlrabi growing up. We're losing them from time to time. It is well above average hot. We had 2 days over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not normal for April in coastal Virginia. What I am doing here is I'm going through and weeding since the planting, and as you can see, we make little circles to help catch water around each of the crops. Remember, these are a brassica, so they're of the cabbage family. They want water, and this is what has happened in just 2 weeks. Look at all the weed seeds coming up. There's grass, all sorts of things, and that just gets blown in when the incessant wind, well, almost incessant wind that we have here on the farm. But we still have 25 plus kohlrabi, and each one of those is going to be a wonderful addition to the pantry. Now right here, remember I had a video where we planted these, where we planted these potatoes, and now you can see them coming up through the old grass mulch. 1, 2, 3. That lump there is the 4th one pushing up. That lump is the 5th. And I pulled it back to show you what's happening here. That's the growth that's come up. They will push through the grass, but the grass will help hold moisture and protect them. Now, here we have our next group of potatoes. This is the last of the Pontiac Red, and we'll just plant that one right here like that, much deeper. But I had a very good Kennebec here. Remember, Kennebecks are wonderful for French fries. I've cut it so that there are 2 growth points here, and on the other half, 2 main growth points and a couple of tiny minor ones. There is enough energy in this half to grow a full plant, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Kennebec plants out of only 5 weed seeds. I could have cut this one, but as you can see, everything's in that northern half, and if I cut it maybe here on that diagonal between my thumb and my finger, it would have done well, but at the time I didn't see these secondaries coming up, so this is going to get planted whole. So we have 7 holes for these 7 potatoes here. And this will be a full bed about 3 feet wide and about 16 feet long. And from that, we're hoping to get about 40 pounds or so of potatoes. The last thing I want to show you is one of those pride and joys from Brad. Remember, he's passed on for a couple of years now, but that doesn't mean his handiwork isn't there. The golden scuppernongs in front of us and the purple muscadines in the back are starting to flower up. They haven't been trimmed down nearly enough, but they have been trimmed down some, and I can keep this path going here in between them. I should be all right. But here's the beauty. We are getting tiny blueberries here. These are called powder blues. They will be small and tart. This bush is the Titans. It'll be about the size of a nickel. And now we just want to watch to make sure that everything is getting pollinated. There's still a few more flowers here to go. Yeah, this one's a little bit early here. Still flowering. And here are two stubborn blackberry bushes. I don't think they ought to be in this position, but I wouldn't want to put them here, I'm just saying. But as you can see, we still have some growth. We'll get some blackberries. And even if a plant looks bad, don't give up on it. This is the grandfather bush. Brad's father, grandfather to his children, accidentally mowed this one over about 3 years ago with a riding lawnmower. He just cut the corner too much right here. And as you can see, after 3 years, it is growing back and we have blueberries. So in the next week or so, I'll want to put a bird netting over this T-cross. And that way we'll at least keep the birds from robbing us blind. And we're always on the lookout on these new leaves here, if any have been eaten at all, and that will be the first sign that we have Japanese beetles. So as we can see here, I've cleaned out a lot of stuff, but not nearly enough. This line here is still way too low, but I have some of these heavy entanglements that I could not clear out last time I did this, which was, what, 2 weeks ago. But we're getting growth, and look right there. There are your baby grapes right there, just beginning to show right by my thumb. It's an exciting time to be growing your own food. Get out there, do the hard work, and you'll appreciate it during harvest. Thanks, everybody.